let me get this out of the way. I am extremely, unbelievably bad at fighting games. And Street Fighter 6 is no different. I just can't get my brain to communicate to my hands, to communicate to the controller, to tell the character to do the thing that I want it to do on the screen, no matter how much I mash the buttons. But the good news is fighting games and the like are much more than mere pugilism nowadays. In fact, for me, they are only about one thing, and that thing is character creation. So here I am, my second fighter has been chosen for this, the second in this long-form tier list of character creators. Street Fighter 6, a game that I should note boasts a little bit of queerness even. I'm gonna go through some arbitrary categories, and we'll let the penguin tell us if they're good penguin up, bad penguin down, or somewhere in between. So, with that in mind, let's dive into the Street Fighter 6 character creator and judge it, shall we? Gender. What is this I see? Is that an option that isn't just male or female, but human? This finally confirms my theory that all cisgendered individuals are something other than human, with the added benefit of giving me a choice that won't give me gender dysphoria, which is a nice change of pace. In a little bit of nitpicky news, the character stance does change when you switch between male and female, but when you switch to human, it takes the male stance, which I don't love. So close to defeating the patriarchy. We'll get them in Street Fighter 7. All in all, this is mostly penguin up. Next up, face. Luke here, you. No, literally, I want to see what I can do with your face. The face work in this game will sweep you off your feet. They did not come here to play. The options to stretch and squeeze the clay in this one have kicked into overdrive. And don't you worry, you can make a face that looks just like a penguin's. Exactly like a penguin. 100% a penguin. It's uncanny. Emphatic penguin up.
Yeah, gotta say, you're photogenic.
And body. It's grappling time. Let's see this body up close. This game lets you do a lot. Like, maybe more than it should? You can really stretch Armstrong, your fighter, turning this human, or what was a human, into something different, something more. And I hear you creeps in the background. How about below the belt? What can you do there? Good news! There's a lot you can do. You can really have some fun with the ass mechanics. The body alteration mechanics alone, an onslaught of body blows, would be enough to set this one apart. Simply put, I can not believe they made the game like this, but I love it. Did I mention you can make an exact replica of a penguin? Like exact! Look at that, when did a penguin get here? Penguin undeniably up. And hair. There are a lot of hair options, although I may be spoiled by lots of games that have a lot more. And I don't think the hair options that are there cover all the options of the world or all the really fun hair options that you get in some other games, especially as it comes to longer hair. But you have plenty of options and no limitations on color and shine and all that stuff. And they even have like funky additional sliders, including stuff like bang length. Although I continue to be spoiled in other games, when it comes to hair, I would say this is still mostly a penguin up. Makeup and accessories. Scars? Yes. Random shapes? Yes. Makeup? Yes. Tattoos? Yes. You can customize your face and body in a whole variety of ways, and you gotta love that, especially in a game where you're gonna probably be showing a lot of that skin off while you fight. Also, you can make a penguin beak. Penguin up. What are we wearing today? Clothing! How you doing on Zenny? Well, I hope you have some, because you're gonna need it to buy those clothes you want oh so badly. Okay, on special occasions, you can find some from completing like intro quest stuff or defeating certain enemies. But mostly this is something that you have to buy. But you know, play your cards right, put together the right clothes, and you might find yourself a lovely combo. There are a good handful of clothing options, and some of them are pretty fun, but I'm not super impressed. Also, the fact that you're required to wear clothes makes the penguin illusion a little bit more difficult to pull off. Penguin to the side. How easy is it to use? Interface. I actually think the interface is pretty good. Readable, with largely contrasted colors, lots of visual hints and audio clues, including Luke chiming in from time to time to tell you what your choices kind of mean practically in the game. Accessibility, when it's taped on after the fact, is usually fairly obvious. But like with other aspects of the game, I don't think that's the case here. Capcom is pretty aptly juggling a lot of features that make it sleek and clean while also accessible. And although there are a few features that are a little less intuitive, like the face combining feature, these are mostly edge cases, I think. So it's a penguin up for me. Bonus. Gotta love a randomizer. Every character creator should have one, and this one definitely does, and it is a roller coaster. There's also the face combiner. What the fuck is that? It's kind of cool. I like that as well. A lot of little additions and the depth of customization kind of across the board with all the features. It's filling the super meter for me. How indeed are other games supposed to compete with this? Give me a break. And so, an additional penguin up for that. So, where does that leave us? As the judge, jury, and executioner in this case, I proclaim Street Fighter VI is punching well above its weight class. It has no business having this good of a character creator. But this thing is almost all penguins up, and that qualifies as a knockout. It's definitely clinching a top spot of the two that I've looked at so far. I think it's toe-to-toe between A and S, but leaning in the S category, basically an S-. Welcome, Street Fighter VI. You are officially my first S-tier game. GG's. Please hit that like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more fun, weird stuff on this channel. Also check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/goodlittlediver. It's a fun time, come join the waddle. I stream Mondays through Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Thursdays now I'm streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. And that's it for today's diving board. So, until we dive again, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.